go. It's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Let's jump into it, family. I want to say great Ujamaa to each and every last one of you. We are firmly in the day of Ujamaa, during the week of Ujamaa, during the cycle of Nia, during the year of Ujamaa. Family. In our culture, we know exactly where we stand. We know what we're standing on top of, and we know what we're standing under. Those who define their times define their minds. You understand what I'm saying? Those define their space, know their place. Right? We really have to stop playing with this culture thing and really start grasping it and holding on to it, right? Because what we reflect, what people see when they look at us, is going to start to shift, and it's going to start to get them to start asking questions. Now, some people are going to move away from you in fear. Other people are going to come and be like, hey, I noticed something about you. And it ain't just that they trying to get bed with you. I noticed something about you. You move differently, right? You see things differently, and I want to respect that. You understand? Family, listen, we have to start building tribe. We have to start building family, because when it comes down to it, we are all we got. And we build from the networks that we develop. Now, what may be going on right now, I'm not 100% sure, but maybe the universe is putting us in a situation where we have to start learning to rely on each other again, because we have bought into an illusion that no longer serves us, if it ever did. All right, now, so let's move forward. We're going to move forward. Family, once again, I want you to like, subscribe, comment, and share, but most importantly, comment, because I want to know what you think about what we are discussing. Also, make sure you join our Telegram group. So for the extended discussion, I am working on building the Telegram group. Get in, ask questions, start discussions. There are other people in there besides myself that can help you. Those of you who get your Nguza Sabanera map and you got questions, you want to know the next steps, you want to know what you can do, you have a question about something, in the link, all my information is there. You could book a private session with me. Let's get to building, family. I am trying to really I want people to do more than be amazed by the Nguza Sabanera map. I want you to use it to build a better life, because I am better because you are better, and because you are better, I am better. We call that in Nyame a Mbutu loop. Ain't that right, anime? That's right. Because anime is better, we are better. And because we are better, anime gets better. And because we are better, Simba is better. And because Simba is better, we get better. I get better because we get better. And because we get better, I get better. We grow in health together. I get healthy because you are healthy. Because you get healthy. Not because you get healthy. And because you get healthy, I get healthier. And because I get healthier, you get healthier. And because you get healthier, I become the healthiest. And because I become the healthiest, we become the healthiest. And because we become the healthiest, we live in long lives. And because I live a long life, guess what? We live a long life. And because we live a long life, I move into eternity. And because I move into eternity, we move into eternity. And because we move into eternity, Come on now. You see how it builds on itself? How you can work it in your mind to constantly funnel in things you want and start thinking about things you want rather than thinking about the things you don't want. These people really got us fucked up. We spend days thinking about shit we don't want. They put us in situations where we have to face situations we don't want. We have to fight battles that we don't want. We have to do all these things that we don't want. And they make all this shit, really what's crazy is they make all of the energy that we exude, right? All the energy we put out in the world. We need to exude it in the world so that we could stay afloat just long enough to think about what we don't want. This whole system, our Ubuntu loop is about building life. Their Ubuntu loop is about destroying and extracting from life. I need y'all to understand, family, what we're dealing with. We're dealing with forces, right, that thrive on destruction. Capitalism requires destruction. White narcissism requires destruction. Even the beings they worship require destruction. All right, let me stop. All right, because today we are on Ujamaa. I have to do a presentation today. I'm getting my mind ready. And then on Kaumba, I have my presentation. And for me, I'm believing a lot is riding on these presentations. Don't know why. But I'm going to put my foot in it, family. All I'm saying is, give me time to cook. Bring some seasoning if you want, right? But just give me a couple of seconds to cook, because I'm not playing with this shit now, right? Because I'm getting too old, right? I'm getting too old, and I have to be able to make sure that there's a legacy for our children. I want my kids to benefit, but I need your kids to benefit too, right? I work in the school so I can make sure that my kids are safe. But by making sure that my kids are safe, I made sure that some of your children were safe as well. You understand what I'm saying? We are the change that we've been waiting for. Nobody gonna come in here and save us. Now, proverb of the day. Proverb of the day. Oops. Did I do that right? Let's do it again.
It's the proverb of the day. The proverb of
the day. Man, let's get it.
Proverb.
The wrong button, I think. Proverb of the day. Proverb of the day. When you climb a good tree, you're given a push. Right? Nothing comes to a dreamer but a dream. That's very similar right there. Nothing comes to a dreamer but a dream. Right? Frederick Douglass said, I prayed every day for freedom, but my prayers weren't answered till I got up and started praying with my feet. Right? This is a very similar proverb. When you climb a good tree, you are given a push. Nobody is trying to push you up if you just hold on to the bark of the tree. You just hold on to the trunk. When you put effort forward, the village comes to your aid. When you put effort forward, the community comes to your aid. When you put effort forward, your family comes and aids. Well, most of them. See, because I want y'all to remember, you always are going to have those negative people around you. Family, tribe. Now, this is the key, though. You have to remember, you are programmed to listen to the shit you don't want to hear. Because it's survival, right? It's really a survival thing. You had to be aware of the negative shit in the environment because that shit would take you out. The positive shit would make life easier, better for you, right? And if you just load the way your life on that shit, it's that negative shit that, and this is what's crazy. It's that negative shit that will make you push through and grow if you use it as fuel, right? Rather than take it on as a weight, right? It's like coal, right? You could burn it to produce heat, or you could carry it in a bag and have it slow you down, right? Family, many of you are not using it as fuel. You're staying stuck. So you're just hugging a tree. You're not climbing a tree, so the village is not coming. Your ancestors are not coming. Your creator is not coming. When you climb a good tree, you are given a push. Now, not a bad tree. It says a good tree. This tree serves the community. Are you just climbing this tree to show that you can climb the tree? Are you climbing the tree to go up there and get some coconuts to bring down for us? Are you climbing that tree to get the best fruit to bring it down and share it with your elders? Are you climbing that tree so that you could possibly set a trap for a bird that you can get the meat and eat it yourself and share it with your family? Is a good tree? Not just a tree that's dear, not just a crooked tree, not just a tree that's a waste of time. Many of us want to help up into a tree that serves no purpose. Like for example, we will have circles, and for a long time, we would have people come before the circles as we was trying to save money for projects. People would come in and be like, "I need help with a bill. I've been putting money in. I need help with a bill." And I had to come to the conclusion that, family, we don't loan money out for bills. We don't put money out. Why? Because the bills is gonna come back. You have to find another solution, right? Us helping people with things that constantly return, that we know is gonna return in a 30-day cycle, right? It's not a good tree. You understand what I'm saying? And it's designed to keep us stuck. Really, when it comes down to, when you look at this system, it follows the cycle. It wants to take nature's place. It follows a cycle. It requires you to crash. It requires you to have problems, right? We need to be finding other type of trees that we could help people climb up, right? All right, cool, check this out. We can't help you with the bill, but we see that you got this business proposal. Can we help you with that? But we want you to put the money on the business proposal because that possibly could produce fruit. That possibly could capture a bird. Our minds are moving in the wrong direction, and we are surrounded by bad trees. So when you climb a good tree, you're given a push. So we need to always keep that in mind. All right, so the ancestral algorithm, to make sure we cover it, is prosperity is a collective harvest. When I prosper, right, it's because of the seeds that our collective have planted. Once again, when you prosper, or I prosper, or we prosper, it is from seeds that our collective, that our people have planted, right? One of the things that I wanted to say in my presentation for the school today is that it is a shame that we have taught our educators to look at our children as yearly crops like corn or soybeans, rather than looking at them like fruit trees. See, you see the difference? Because one produces and is done. You need all new seeds and you need to start over. You know what I'm saying? It's a season for it. It's a season for it to be dealt with. It's a season and a time for you to fertilize. It's a season and a time for you to wait for growth. It's a season and time for you to measure. And then you have to go in. You have to cut. And I'm not saying that these type of crops are not important. But what I'm saying is, I think we would benefit more if we looked at our children as fruit trees when we talk about this educational piece, right? Because a fruit tree needs assistance all year round. Not only do it need assistance all year round, it takes time before it bears fruit, and we have to be patient with it. We have to keep the pest away from it. We have to make sure that we fertilizing it. We have to make sure that if it's too cold outside, that we provide it with some type of warmth or put some type of protective covering over it. We have to make sure that if it's too hot, that it has to get water, because year one, it's just a little bud. Year two, it's a little bit shallow. Year three, it starts firming up a little bit. Year 4, year 5, year 6. And this is the beautiful thing about it. The area in which the fruit tree grows, the community in which the fruit tree grows, it fertilizes. I don't think they heard me. Anime, I don't think they heard me. I don't think they heard me. I believe abusing our children by looking at them as yearly crops. We allow them to come in, we measure, we measure, we harvest, we release for the summer. They come back, we start a new field all over again, rather than looking at the fruit as the fruit trees that they are. As the life trees, as the trees of life. As the trees of life that they are. We're trying to rush a harvest when we should be waiting for the majesty to be unleashed within them, because they have been exposed to people who love what they do and love them. But hey, we got what we got, so I have to figure out how to work around it, family. And that's what all of us got to do. We got to be wise. We have to use our rules of thumb, right? We have to use our heuristics. We have to use the crystallized wisdom of our ancestors that have been dealing with this type of shit for a very long time, and learn how to work around. Hey, I'm good at that. I can't help it, right? So, prosperity is a collective harvest. When I prosper, we prosper. And when we prosper, I prosper. You get it? I prosper because we prosper. And we prosper because I prosper. And I prosper more because we prosper more. Because we prosper more, I prosper more. Feel the loop. You feel the power. Say it in your head, right? Prosperity is a collective harvest. Say it with your chest. Say it loud. And you can say it with your mouth, but I want you to say it so loud in your mind that it echoes. That's that mental exercise. Take a breath with me. Now, I'm going to say it. I want you to say it so loud in your mind without moving your lips. I want you to play with the volume in your mind. I want you to turn this one up so loud that it echoes in your mind. Ready? Prosperity is a collective harvest. Let me say it again so it can echo. Prosperity is a collective harvest. Allow it to echo in your mind for a minute. You have to learn how to use all of your tools, family. Your mind is your weapon. When I take your mind, I disarm you. Okay? You don't have nothing to go to the battlefield with. See, I could send a soldier to the battlefield. He loses his gun. He loses life. I send a warrior to the battlefield. He loses his gun. He finds an opportunity. You understand? You understand? You understand, warrior? You understand? I'm sending you to the battlefield. You lose your gun, or in the military, as they say, you lose your weapon. You find an opportunity. All right, now, so the Ubuntu loop. Damn, I'm 20 minutes in. I ain't even do the script yet. I ain't even do my haikus. Oh my God, I might need to start doing 2 shows. All right. The haiku of the day is based on the word generative. Now listen to it. Listen to the definition. And by the way, I want to apologize. I didn't get a chance to post up the cartoons and the videos for yesterday because we're doing training, and some days I'm not going to be able to do all that. So generative means producing wealth and resources that constantly recreate themselves for generations. I had to let that one sit for a minute. Producing wealth and resources that constantly recreate themselves for generations. Now, I know some of y'all going to go to the dictionary and be like, that's not what generative mean, brother. In Nyame, when we're using it in the loop, generative means producing wealth and resources that constantly recreate themselves for generations. That's dope. That's dope. If you feel that one, say I say. So the Ubuntu loop go, I am. Excuse me. It's that time of year. Allergies hitting. I am generative because we are generative. And we are generative because I am generative. Say it with me. I am generative because we are generative. And we are generative because I am generative. I am generative because we are generative. And we are generative because I am generative. So when your mind starts slipping off and start moving towards thinking about some shit that you don't need to be thinking about, right? Take the reins for the moment that you have it and say prosperity is a collective harvest. I need to get with a group that's prosperous. Prosperity is a collective harvest. I need to be looking for ways to become prosperous so that we can. Prosperity is a collective harvest. And if it's a collective harvest, then that means my ancestors must already plant the seeds. Where is the produce? Prosperity is a collective harvest. Get your mind thinking about different shit and then move to the Ubuntu loop. You start thinking about some more shit. You be like, oh, I am generative because we are generative. I don't need to be thinking about that shit. I am generative because we are generative. Oh, man, my life is producing. I am generative because we are generative. My life is producive because our life is producive. Our life is producive because my life is producive. Oh, man, I am generative because we are generative. I am wealthy because we are wealthy. You see all those words fit in here, and you can start working with it and do your work. Turn your job into an adventure. Remove the job piece. Turn it into an adventure. Turn it into a place where you could practice self-development. Because in that job, people are going to be trying to get on your nerves. People are going to be trying to irritate you. And you still have to be able to generate that energy that will attract those people in our tribe. Not that your mouth is doing it. They need to, hey, I want what you got. Shit. Come on now. I know you got a secret. You got to share with me. Damn, let me, anime, pull a pistol out. I got to start requesting a pistol myself. Damn. All right. Here are the haikus. I won't go into them, but the haikus I wrote 5 today. Thinking of future. How do we bring our people into the culture? Is that Brother Haikuin? Thank you, Anime. Thank you. I heard her. The person standing, just dreaming, and not doing, receives no support. You see how that connects today? The person standing, just dreaming, and not doing, receives no support. Next one. This is harvest. This is, okay. I messed this one up. This is harvest. This is the harvest. This is the harvest that has been planted by us. Our prosperity. This is the harvest that has been planted by us. Our prosperity. We just been fooled and not seeing it. All of the human resources we got. All of us out making other people wealthy. All of us out supporting other systems, not realizing that the very skills that we're using to keep other people afloat are the very skills we need to fix the ship of our community. All right. Okay, here's one that I wrote. Starting to use oud. It's a scent. Produces beautiful smell. Very relaxing. And last one. Send energy out. This is for you. Send energy out to heal all within circle. Please accept. Please accept the gift. Please accept the gift. I sent out energy after I got done doing my form, after I thought about my ancestors and poured my mental libations, right? Sent that ashe out. I sent out energy for the healing, right? Sent it out for the Baba, sent it out for Elder Gaylord, sent it out for my mother, sent it out for those of you in my life that know, because I don't know if people want everybody. I'm sending out energy of healing. Please accept the gift. All right? If you hear this, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't need the gift, send it out. All right? Let's send out a vibe of healing in our community, please. All right, now, let's move and let's get to the script. Ring the bell. Thank you. All right. The actual algorithm or the actual haiku for the day. Drop the heavy bag. Green wealth flows when we release. Climb tree as one. Is that man haikuing? Oh, you're going to give me a thunderclap on that one. All right, cool. So let's get started. When you climb a good tree, you are given a push. When you climb a good tree, you are given a push. We covered that one a little bit, but a lot of this is going to be a repeat, so bear with me. Listen close, tribe. Sit down on the porch, the Nyame porch, right? We're gonna get that porch, right? We're gonna get the Nyame clubhouse as well. Yeah, we're gonna get that Simba land, that Simpson land. We building here. Listen close, tribe. Sit down on the porch for a minute and let the noise of the city fade out. Today, under the deep, fertile canopy of Ujamaa, clothed in the vibrant green of nature, life and circulating abundance, we are called to examine how we move, how we build, and how we hold our wealth. For generations in this wilderness, we have been fed poison pill disguised as wisdom. Poison pills disguised as wisdom. We are told that survival is a solo sprint, that every warrior must grind in isolation, and that another black brother or sister triumph is a direct threat to our own plate. We were taught to view our community through the bloodshot eyes of scarcity, believing there is never enough land, never enough capital, never enough joy, never enough room at the top. From that toxic root grew the weed of blame, shame, and guilt. We blame our brothers for not doing enough. We feel shame for not having enough. And we carry guilt for wanting to build real power. Somebody type out shame if you ever felt like that. Or even been made to feel shameful for thoughts like that. I got stories and stories about shit like that. But the elders teach us a deeper truth rooted in the soil of Akan history and Akan ancestors. When you set your boots upon the trunk of a good tree, a tree planted by righteous intentions, collective purpose, and community advancement, that tree is a metaphor. You do not climb alone. The moment you place your hands upon the bark and begin the arduous ascent, the community, the ancestors, the unseen forces of the universe reach out and give you a push to reach the higher branches. You see that? Many of y'all standing around waiting for the perfect moment. Get your ass to climbing. Stop playing. Pull that pistol out, anime. Get to climbing and stop playing. Yo, you playing. Another shot. Shot out. Right? If you know somebody who's sitting around waiting, tap the fire emojis, type in Ashe, do something, right? If you've been standing around, get the movement. Look at the tapestry of our history on the 6th day of August, on this very date in 1965, after years of grueling marches, bloody Sundays, and unyielding conviction, the Voter Rights Act was signed into law. Those civil rights warriors, and they were warriors, didn't start the climb expecting someone else to carry them. They put their hands on the trunk of justice and started climbing. And because the tree was good, the collective weight of the movement gave history the push it needed to tear down legal disenfranchisement. On the same day in 1962, the courageous people of Jamaica stood as one nation, broke the colonial chains, and claimed their full sovereignty. They climbed the tree of self-determination, and ancestral momentum carried them into freedom. We got to remember that. Ancestral momentum. Hold on to that word. Let it roll around in your soul for a second. All right? This is the living heart of Ujamaa. Cooperative Economics. It is the understanding that prosperity is never a solitary harvest. The seed planted in isolation yields a frail, lonely sprout, easily trampled by the storm of economic warfare. But a garden tended in cooperative agreement feeds the entire nation for generations. Type Ashe if you felt that. Come on now, give me some fire. I need some fire emojis. Yet, because I ain't even done cooking yet. Yet, to truly walk in Ujamaa today, we must apply, guess what? The subtractive approach. Via Negativa. Real self-mastery is not about adding more burdens to your shoulders or stacking 3 more exhausting side hustles onto an already broken spirit. You do not need to do more to be worthy of power. You need to release what is choking your growth. You must scrape off the mental buildup, the physical buildup, drop the heavy bag of parasitic programming, of parasitic people, and shed the false narratives that have kept our dollars circling outside our neighborhood within 6 hours while leaving our own institution starving. Now, that 6-hour myth, I wanted to put in there because a lot of people know it, but it's a myth. We don't have the actual evidence to prove that. We do know that it's not staying like it should, but we don't know how long it is, right? This is some of the nonsense that we tell ourselves, and it kind of builds up the mind state for some of us that we can't win. So we got a critical mass of people believing that we can't win and that we can't survive outside of what's already present. All we need is to create the mass of people, with the critical mass. And the critical mass ain't even a lot, right? And we slowly growing, right? But anyway, that stubborn minority that'll be like, this is bullshit. It's time for us to make a change, right? Now, let me say this, though. Family, the parasitic programming is not only the programming in your mind the program, the parasitic most people that's draining your emotion, parasitic relationships, parasitic jobs. A lot of this whole system is based on a parasitic. It's a parasitic system. It has to drain your energy and move it to the top. And if you can't see that, right, you still have your blinders on, right? And once you stop playing the illusion and really start looking at reality, you start really, oh my God, Dick Gregory said it best. Once you put these glasses on, you can't take them off. You can't force nobody else to wear them. You are going to see what's real. And it is sad. But we can win. We can win. Anyway, we must scrape off the solo hustler myth. That is the illusion that you can build an empire while cut off from your people, like the old story of 7 sticks. Y'all know the story. No, well, let me assume that y'all know. 7 sticks. A single stick sitting alone on the plate can be snapped in two with a simple flick of the wrist. But when those 7 sticks, unity, self-determination, respect, gratitude, purpose, creativity, and trust, are bound together by the twine of interdependence, no force on earth can break them. You must release the arrogance that tells you that asking for help or pooling resources is a sign of weakness. We must scrape off the crab in the bucket scarcity mind state. This is the parasite of envy and shame that whispers that there isn't enough green grass for everyone to feed. When the lost little simple spent years living among sheep, he convinced himself he was a deformed prey animal, suppressing his true nature out of fear and guilt. He tried to fit into a world of sheep because he believed in scarcity and isolation. But when the elder lion forced him to taste his true nature and look at his reflection in the water, he realized he belonged to a pride. Simba's move as a lion wasn't to compete with his brother for grass, but to hunt together on the wide open plains. When we clear away the false beliefs that one black person's success requires another's failures, we reveal our natural state, a circulating ecosystem of shared wealth, mutual patronage, and collective power. Finally, we must scrape off predatory consumerism. We must stop trading our hard-earned capital for shiny temporary status symbols crafted by institutions that do not love us while starving black-owned banks, farms, schools, and enterprises. Shots fired. Shit. Does that mean my subscription's too simple? Shit. Man, none of us can escape, right? None of us can escape. Scrape off the desire for external validation. You do not need to buy your worth from the master's market. You reveal your worth when you invest in the tribe. When you strip away economic isolation, greed, and fear of poverty, Ujamaa reveals itself naturally. When you strip away the economic isolation, greed, and the fear of poverty, Ujamaa reveals itself naturally. Let me say that one more again, because I'm repeating it so that you get, when you strip away the economic isolation, greed, and the fear of poverty, Ujamaa reveals itself naturally. It is the steady, righteous flow of green energy, capital, knowledge, and care, passing from hand to hand, house to house, generation to generation. As you step out onto the pavement today, identify a brother or sister climbing a good tree. Do not envy them. Do not compete with them. Reach out your hand and give them a push, and watch how the whole forest rises together. Family, I want to say thank you for taking the time and listening for this 39 minutes and 15 seconds. I want to invite you to go down to the link at the bottom. Look at the description. Click that link. Come on in and join us, family. Join the Telegram group. Get your t-shirt, right? become a candlelighter, become a supporter of the podcast. Buy me a coffee. Send us some cash on Cash App. Keep this thing going. Let's build, family. Let's build. And, of course, the e-course is down there. Come on now. And I'm completing something for the e-course that's going to make it the bomb. But you ain't going to be able to get it till after you complete the e-course. This is Brother Hatim. And you know what that means. You are now listening to Nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.